Alright, here's a little a little snippet of what I actually feed the rats pretty much daily except the eggs. I feel like since it's early in the morning, I'll give them a little eggs for them to get their little day started. But this is carrots and romaine lettuce. This is their usual. These two are their usual. I usually have probably maybe some celery sticks with some peanut butter, but because they have the babies, I didn't want it to get too messy on the inside. So right now they just have little chopped up ham, eggs, cheese, romaine lettuce, and the carrots. I usually put fruit in there, but I didn't want to get it too messy. I usually do, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. I usually do 6 to 7 items because it keeps them healthy. I be feeling like, the rats, and I usually cook cook these things, or, usually use these type of items in my daily routine. So it's nothing for me to set aside a couple things and for them to eat off of what we're eating. So, usually since my family is already big, I do have 4 little ones, so I'm already making a, big little breakfast and stuff like that. So usually when I cook, I set aside things for them, usually, breakfast. Not too much for lunch because I be feeling like a lot of times some of this stuff will sit or linger, or they'll store some of this stuff. So I'll let that pass, and probably a little bit time after I cook dinner, which is probably usually anywhere from 6 to 8. Anytime after that, maybe 9 or 10, then I'll probably go in there and make sure that they have something else to eat, depending on how they act. And if everybody like cool, then, but if I walk in there and they're all across the cage, I'll be figuring, they might want a snack or something. So that's usually what I do. Yeah, and for my tortoise, I can't, he's walking around the house right now. He hasn't really settled in on something. Usually I have the spineless cactus and a little strawberry and maybe a little stuff like that. But I notice in his urine, it kind of changes when I have him eat strawberries. So he always have the more big white clogs after he eats strawberries. So I just let him have that probably once every blue moon on top of the cactus. He don't really eat it. I figure like because of how small he is. I do, however, cut it up so that it is portionable to his mouth. And sometimes he eat it, but it does seem a little slimy, so he don't deal with it because it leaves all the little residue across his mouth. So after I bathe him, I really have to go in with a Q-tip to really clean it. And what else do I give him? I really have to take my time. So in his main diet is just romaine lettuce, which he will take that over anything. I do use collard greens, but a lot of times he leave that sitting. He do sometimes eat the hibiscus leaf, but that's like every so often. He, like, if I put it in his face and hold it there, he'll eat it. But other than that, he'll kind of just pass it. So right now I'm gonna go. Oh, and this platter is for the 4 grown meal. Yeah, that's what I usually do for them. They usually pretty much just eat everything one at a time. And this bigger palette is for the 3 women and children. They like to store stuff, so I usually give them more carrots, and then the romaine lettuce is something for, they all like this eat. The males, however, they are iffy sometimes. I do believe that they don't be wanting to take down a lot of meat. They do like a lot of lettuce. At the bottom of this is more lettuce. So they do like a lot of lettuce and carrots and stuff like that. Of course, they like the little cheese bar. I cut it up like that. But of course, they like the little cheese, and they do eat, meat and like that type of stuff. But it's like they will choose probably the lettuce more so. Because like when we eat like fried chicken and stuff like that, the girls will tear it up, and the boys like eat the batter. So they eat the batter a little much, but not so much of the chicken. Or they will take a chicken without the batter. Like if I take the batter off, they'll eat the chicken like that. Then if I give it to them with the batter, they'll only eat just the batter off the top and not the chicken. If that makes sense. So depending on how it is, that's how I be having to give it to them. They like fried zucchini. I know that. All of them. So with that being said, I I know I need to bring a video. This all started with Redalia, and I need to bring a video of Redalia soon. But that's all. Here's my little morning. Oh, don't mind my sink. My kitchen. It's my little morning platter. Just want to nice and hearty for the rats. Guys, have a great day.